everybody. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. And welcome back. Welcome back to the ADHD ASM artist. The ASM artist. Tonight, I've got yet another gear-oriented video for you. I've showed you my pocket knives and my fixed blade knives. And tonight, I'm going to be showing you my multi-tools. My multi-tools. Now, this collection isn't quite as big as the others, but I will preface this with I'm still missing a few, just like with my pocket knives and my fixed blades. There's a couple that I can't track down, whether they're in a tackle box somewhere, or in my truck toolbox, or maybe they're lost forever. Not sure. But let's go ahead and point the camera down a little bit and get set up. And then I will go through each one with you guys and kind of explain what each of them contains. Alright, I'll be right back. And here's what we got. I'm going to start with this little guy here. Now this was another one of my grandfather's knives. I'm assuming he got this when they were traveling because it says Jamestown 400th anniversary. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to say that's a pocket knife, and to some extent I agree, but it does. These little Swiss Army knives, and this one's actually this wooden scale is coming off. Now this is just like a cheap gift shop knife. It's got the nice little scissors on there. Oh jeez, you see all that dust? Tells you how long it's been since I've messed with this knife. It's got the nail files, nail pick, and then it's got the little, I would almost call it a letter opener. It's a little pocket knife, but it's more like a letter opener. And yeah, that's all this one contains. I just thought it was kind of funny. But it is like a little multi-tool. So yeah, I need to glue this scale back on. See that? Bummer. That actually just came off as I was carrying these up here to shoot this video. But we'll get it. Nothing a little super glue can't fix. Okay, next knife. I'm going to pull out one of the Leathermans. I'm a big Leatherman fan. There's so many other Leathermans that I want, but they are kind of pricey, as most of you well know. This is the Leatherman skeletool. So it's got this pocket clip, or carabiner. Sorry, not pocket clip, like carabiner. Which also doubles as the bottle opener. You can see the little bottle there, maybe, if the camera will focus. It does have a pocket clip, which I really love. Let's open it up. This one is not spring-loaded. The pliers are not. You've got the wire cutters in there, but they're not replaceable. And then you've got the pliers, but they're not spring-loaded, which I'm not a huge fan of that. I really enjoy spring-loaded pliers. You've got the screwdriver here with bits and changeable bits. There's a bit in here, just shoved in the frame here. See how that pops in and out? And then you've got your knife with a little bit of serration on it. Your knife with a little bit of serration. this skeletool. Not a whole lot to this skeletool, but it is still a cool little knife. Or a cool little multi-tool, I should say. I do like it. I do still use it. The pocket clip makes it super easy to throw in your pocket. But yeah, the Leatherman skeletool, and I believe all three of these I've received as a gift. Let's do this Gerber one. This isn't, I'm gonna fully admit, this is not a multi-tool, but I don't necessarily consider it a pocket knife either. This is my skinning knife, and I haven't used this on an animal yet. I just got it a few weeks ago, and I don't know why. I know it folds, I know it can go in your pocket, it's got a pocket clip. I just don't really consider it a pocket knife. It's more of like a tool. It's more like a, like a skinning knife. I don't know. Let's just say I threw this one in here as a little bit of a bonus. But the thing that's cool about this is you can replace these blades when they dull out. So you slide that back on there. This has a button right here that locks that blade in. And these are super sharp. They're like hospital grade sharp. Maybe not that sharp, but they're pretty sharp. And you guys know, if you've watched my videos before, you guys know that I'm a big Gerber fan. I love Gerber. A lot of people bag on Gerber, but I think they're a very reasonably priced budget knife that gets the job done. It's got this rubberized grip, which is good, and it's got the finger indent, a little bit of like jimping, I guess you'd call it, on the back here and down here. Good purchase. You could put your finger on the back of the blade like this for skinning. But yeah, think of this as more of just a bonus knife. But yeah. Next, we will go to the Leatherman wingman. Now this also has a pocket clip, and this is spring-loaded, which I love. You could probably tell by the nosing that I've used this one a lot more than that skeletool, just because it's super easy to pull out of your pocket when you're working, and you don't have to try to finagle with it. You can grab stuff easily. It's got the wire cutters, but they're not changeable. That's okay. On this side, you've got a screwdriver, Phillips and flathead screwdriver, or you can use this as a pry bar as well as flathead. On this side, you've got can opener, nail file, and I've never really been able to figure out what this is. Do you all know what that is? Sorry. Do y'all know what this is right here? Let me see if I can get this camera to focus on it a little bit. I am not entirely sure what this is right here. I don't know if it's like supposed to be like a skinning hook or what. I know that this is a can opener. I know that this is a nail file. I don't know what that is though. And then you also have scissors on this one. A pretty decent pair of scissors, but these are not spring-loaded either. Why I couldn't tell you. Or wait, these ones were spring-loaded, but that's right, these ones were spring-loaded, but for some reason this is not tight. I might have to tighten this bolt, and maybe that'll help them be spring-loaded. But they're just not working that way right now. And then you got your knife with your serration on it. Your pocket knife with your serration on it. Yeah, I do use this one a lot more because it's spring-loaded like I mentioned. But this is the Leatherman Wingman. The Leatherman Wingman. You guys are probably wondering about this. This Victorinox. And again, a lot of people would argue this is a pocket knife. And I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm lumping it into this because it's got multiple tools. I'm saving this. That's why it's in the package. This is going to be when my son comes of age. I think this is going to be his first pocket knife that I give him. I saw it at the store. One of my first pocket knives was a Victorinox, small like this. Because you have it's more of like a letter opening blade, right? I mean, it's sharp and it can cut, but it's not quite as dangerous for a kid as a larger pocket knife. And then it's got the scissors, and then this one has the tweezers and toothpick. The tweezers and toothpick. And you can probably see it. This is the Ranger series. I think it says Ranger of the Lost Art right here, National Park WPA Poster Edition. I just thought it was really cool. It's the classic SD. So you can see here, it's got small blade, scissors, nail file with screwdriver on the end, key ring, tweezers, toothpick. And then on the back it says, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, U.S. Department of the Interior National Park Service. And being in Tennessee, the Great Smoky Mountains is one of my favorite national parks. Yeah, we just really enjoy it. We enjoy going on hikes there and love it, and that's just cool artwork. I mean, it's really cool artwork, so I plan on giving this to my boy when he comes of age. So that's why I haven't opened it. I honestly love this knife. I should go back and get another one for myself, but these aren't, you guys will know, these aren't super duper cheap. I want to say this was in the $20 range, maybe a little higher for that little baby knife. That some would argue isn't even a knife. But yeah, so I lumped that into here because it's got multiple tools, 7 tools to be exact. Let's open the last Leatherman on the table. And guys, before we do that, if you're enjoying this video, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, as you all well know, it helps the channel out immensely, and I just appreciate it so much. And again, if you wouldn't mind commenting down below, letting me know what this wonky tool is on here, and also let me know what your favorite multi-tool is, if you have a favorite multi-tool. If not, tell me why you don't like multi-tools. I would love to hear that from you guys. So, comment, and lastly, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Please consider subscribing. We would love to have you as a subscriber and as part of the ADHD ASM Artist family. We've got a great community that continues to grow, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, from the oldest subscriber to the newest subscriber. You guys are all very much appreciated. Now let's see if I can get this open without making a terrible amount of noise. Velcro complicates things. I'm sorry if that's too loud. Whew, that was loud. So this is the Leatherman Wave Plus. The Leatherman Wave Plus. Now, this one is not spring-loaded. I do love this pair. I I would say probably the only thing I don't like about this pair that I wish I could change is it being spring-loaded. Because it's just a pain in the butt to have to open it like that when you're working. And if you have gloves on, it makes it even harder in the winter. But I do still love this. I love the matte black finish. I love the look of it. I don't like that it doesn't have a pocket clip. I guess that would be the second thing I would change about it, right? First thing being, I wish it was spring-loaded pliers. Second thing being, I wish I had a pocket clip. And maybe you can add them. Let me know, for you Leatherman guys, down in the comments, if you know if you can add them. Okay. This one, on the outside, you've got this much larger nail file. Or just file in general. I keep saying nail file, but you could really file anything with that thing, especially on this one. You've got a nice blade. This one does not have the serration, which I kind of like. I'm not a big fan of serration. On this side, you've got the saw, or the serrated blade. Or sorry, that was the serrated blade. This is the saw. And you got the saw over here. Which I need to clean on this knife. Man, that is dirty. I don't remember what I last sawed, but I did not do a very good job of cleaning it up. Okay, then you got the pliers on the inside, which I do love that this has replaceable wire cutters. I love that feature. I wish they did that on every single pair. On the back here, you've got, let's see if I can get it on, a flathead screwdriver or a pry bar, a little mini, like glasses screwdriver. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, little glasses screwdriver that you could swap out. It's got a flathead and a Phillips, which I love that feature. And then you've got, let's see if I can get them out. You've got your pair of scissors, which, if I can remember which way these go, which these ones are spring-loaded. See that? Those ones are definitely spring-loaded. And then I think that's it on this side. Yeah, that's it on that side. And then on this side, you've got a larger screwdriver. So you've got a large screwdriver and a small screwdriver. And this has the bit that comes out that you can swap out, which I think is really cool. And then you've got the can opener. And lastly, on this one, you've got the measuring tape. There's inches, then centimeters. I believe you can open it up. Yeah, so that it's across like that. Right like that. So it's a full, I would say 8-inch, probably. It goes up to 7, but I'm going to assume to the end is probably 8 inches. So that's neat, if that's something you guys are into. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So yeah, that's my Leathermans. I do really want, and I'm hoping might be a Christmas present, the Leatherman Signal. I've got my eye on that one. Oh, I almost forgot. With this blade came all these extra blades. You gotta be careful because they're so sharp. But you get all these extra blades that you could swap them out with, which I think is pretty cool. Just not your typical pocket knife. And last, but certainly not least, is my Victorinox huntsman. If you can see that, this is the blue huntsman. My sister went to Switzerland years ago. I was probably still either in grade school or high school, and she brought this back for me from Switzerland, which was pretty damn cool. It's got tweezers, metal tweezers at that, which I love. It's got the ring. It's got a hook. I think that's for like twisting string, using it for like that sort of thing. Let me know if you're wrong, but I have seen it like guys take string and then twist it. I think it's just like a hook. You can use it for multiple different things, obviously. It's got the corkscrew on it. So this one kind of has a lot of sentimental value, and that's why I saved it till last, because it was from my sister. You've got like this little, I would consider this again just like a letter opener type blade. I don't know what you would, it's almost like a sewing blade. It might even say it here. Let's see what they call it if it's in here, because I have kept this intact in the box. I don't use this one much. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't say. I don't think it says. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't say. Does not say what that is. And it's not on the outside of the box. If you know what that is, let me know. So yeah. And then on this side, you've got two knives, actually. You've got that smaller knife, and then you've got this larger knife. Like that. Close it without making too much noise. You've got the toothpick, which I almost forgot about. You've got the scissors, spring-loaded, and this is a pretty good size pair of scissors. Honestly, that one's kind of dirty. I used to mess with this all the time when I was littler. I was in love with it, and I went out, took it out, and carried it a lot when I was younger, but I kind of stopped because I thought to myself, which is kind of silly, if I lose this, I would be heartbroken. So I elected to start keeping it kind of more as a memento, like locked up. Your bottle opener, your little pry bar, screwdriver on the end. And then, did I say bottle opener? That's more like a can opener. That is your can opener. And then this is like your screwdriver and bottle opener, and I think it's got a few different things on that little thing. So yeah, the Victorinox Blue Huntsman, and it does say multi-tool right on there. Victorinox multi-tools, but I know a lot of people do consider this. But yeah, sentimental. My sister got this for me when I was younger from actual Switzerland when she went over there to visit, so that, it means a lot. It means a lot. And I don't think it was cheap, and I think she might have been in high school, and I might have been in grade school when she got this for me. So, like, that's, even if she was in high school or college, that's a lot of money, because I know these aren't cheap. So I couldn't tell you the value, but I know it's probably $100, maybe more. And she got this for me, which meant a lot. and my parents said she spent her own money to get this for me. She spent her own money, so that was really, really cool. Really, really cool of her. But yeah, guys, that is it for the time being for my multi-tool collection. If I do end up getting a new one for Christmas, I will be sure to do a video and share it with you guys, and kind of expand on the collection. And maybe in 6 months, another 6 months or so, I'll do another video, and hopefully I've got a few more to add to this. This one, I've just always, I've just always prioritized like other knives over Leathermans. I think it's because if I had to pick, I would pick like a Benchmade pocket knife over a Leatherman, because I will carry a Benchmade pocket knife. I'll carry it daily. I carry a pocket knife daily. I don't carry a Leatherman daily. But yeah, that's it, guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in for yet another video, yet another gear video. I hope you all are enjoying these. I know I am. I love showing you guys this stuff. I love talking about this stuff. This is some of my favorite stuff, if I'm being totally honest. I love gear. I love knives. I love, all this sort of stuff. So, I hope you do too. And, yeah, let me know down in the comments if you enjoy it. And let me know if there's anything that you would specifically like to see as far as gear goes. Yeah. So, I think that's it. And we will see you all in the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.